Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. This is our St. Patty's Day good luck, good fortune video for you to bring in gold, luck, all the good stuff. And I'm with my friend Jimmy Mack, who's beaming in from Florida. Hey, Jimmy.
Deep in Florida.
Yes, yes, way under the sea. I see the anchor.
That's right.
All right. So it's so great to see you. Now, before I pressed record, we were talking about the energetics. What's going on? What's happening
God,
now?
it's been crazy. Full moon and blood red full moon, and I think tomorrow's a Mercury retrograde start. So it's just been wonky for everybody, not
Yeah, you
just
said things are a little off for you. So if they're off for you, boy,
they
something
are. Yeah, they are. I don't mean in a bad way, just in a I sense it way.
notice it. You
And
notice it.
yeah, and I like the statement to act locally and pray globally, right? And
Oh,
so
I
a
like
lot of
that.
times we're picking up on everybody else's chaos and drama and their energy, and we're like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with me?" And it's like, "No, it's not even you. It's all the other stuff and all the other people." And if you go to the mall or the grocery store and it's chaos everywhere, it's like you go, God, I feel so frantic right now, and it's not even us, right? It's
Hmm.
just we're these big receiver radio broadcasting beings, and so we can often pick up on everybody else's angst, and we misplace it and think of it as our own, and it's not even ours.
And it seems like Mercury retrograde lasts quite a while. It's not just like a couple of days. It seems like,
Hmm.
well, I don't know, but it's a little while, right?
Yeah, and I tell people too. I mean, we just all plowed forward when we didn't know any better about
Yeah.
Mercury
Oh, yeah.
retrograde, and I also tell people one of the biggest sales we had last year in products. I swear to you, it was like a Friday the 13th full moon eclipse retrograde. I mean, it was like any astrologer would say, "Are you nuts?" And yet it all went through the roof in a good way. So,
Yes. Yeah.
so,
Hey, it
so,
does not mean that things have to go bad. I always say Friday the 13th is lucky, and so we, use the energies to our good, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I would tell everybody too on Mercury retrograde, if you were looking at a car, a house, a contract, anything like that, people are nuts about not wanting to do anything during retrograde. It's like, no, no, no. You can finalize things during a retrograde. So I wouldn't start looking at something brand new during retrograde because you're not going to get all the information or the pieces that perhaps would help you make a critical, good decision. But
Okay.
you can finalize things that you were contemplating prior to a retrograde.
Okay, I love it. Well,
Hmm.
before we do some clearing, because I've got my big because we've got the big energies, I've got the big pendulum.
That pendulum looks like it ate other pendulums,
Isn't it?
Marla.
It's amazing. It's an
What a
etheric
dream.
weaver, but I did pull us a couple of dragon cards.
Oh,
So
good.
if you're watching this, this is for you. It is meant for you if you're seeing it. So first we have Dragon's Watch. We are guardians. We see far, fly to the stars, and have been on this planet longer than any human can comprehend. We are watching over you, keeping you safe. You are protected. And so remember that it does we don't have to succumb to those energies. Now we've got sovereign dragons. Very important message. You are the sovereign of your life, the true ruler of your realm. Reconnect with your power and use its sacred golden energy with confidence, care, and great respect.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
so
like that.
remember, we are the sovereign. We have to take control of our own energy. And if someone, especially in as a matchmaker in relationships, when I'll be talking to women, and sometimes we'll tend to blame outside forces the way the man is acting. He's a jerk. He didn't call. He ghosted. He did this. He didn't pay the check, whatever it is. So we're going to take that power back and just say, well, this didn't align with me instead of blaming somebody. I was thinking a lot about that, Jimmy, and you're a man. I mean, it's so easy to blame the other sex, the other person, whoever you're dating, and saying, gosh, but really it's as a kind of an elegant, I like to talk about elegance and being elegant because so many people have we've lost it. We've
We've,
lost it.
we've, they've lost that and manners.
Manners, elegance. I mean, people showing up at the
Mm,
grocery store in their pajamas, people writing nasty comments on people's social media. It's like, are we adults? What's going on? So I kind of like to talk about that, and then taking kind of responsibility for our energy. And if we're out there dating, to say, okay, well, this guy's issues or however his behavior just doesn't line up with me. That's all. He's not a creep. He's not a jerk. He's not non-quality. Everyone's working through their own stuff, even the men.
Yeah. So, and especially the men, if they're in the least bit in tune with what's going on.
Right. All right.
Definitely. Yeah,
I'm
and that to your point, that's genderless. So it doesn't matter if you're
Yes, but I
boy,
would.
girl, girl, boy, girl, girl, boy, boy, whatever it is, like you said, we gotta stay out of the blame game.
Right, stay out of the blame game.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get some of this stuff moving.
Let's do it. Let's go with we're clear. This is going to be for everybody that hears the sound of my voice or ever sees the video. We're just going to release anything that's negative out of their realm. It's going to go to yes.
Woo!
There you go. And then we want to release any unclear. And so that's going to go to no.
Look at that, you guys. Jimmy's doing that with his energy. I'm not doing it.
Hmm.
I'm not moving my hand.
And then when that slows down, we're going to go to dropping everything into running forward. And that's
There we
body, mind,
go.
spirit, relationships, health, money, work, job, career. And I'm getting all the sensations in my head and neck, and that's always a good sign. So it's going to help contribute to others as they see the video or even the sound of my voice. It's going to help them as well. It's really like a wave. We're all nautical here, so it's going to wash over everybody. Often they'll get goosebumps, hot or cold, what have you, and just feel kind of different, and that's a good thing.
And now we've got St. Patty's Day also, and
Yes.
it's just fun. It's interesting. We take on these holidays, even though we're most of us here, whatever. We're in America. We're American. We're not. We celebrate Cinco de Mayo, even though most people, if you ask them, they don't even know what it is. What is where it comes
Hmm.
from, or St. Patty's Day. But we love a celebration. We love to have fun, and we like the festivities of it. And I love all the green and the gold and the sparkle.
Yes.
I'm thinking about luck. And so let's do a little St. Patty's Day, bringing in luck, which is really, I like to say, it's being prepared, meeting that opportunity with being prepared. So we make our luck, but let's bring in some luck.
Yeah. So let's
Luck,
turn that
luck and
on
money. Yeah,
too.
bring in
That'll
luck.
jump. That'll jump to your yes when it
Woo!
comes
That's a big
in.
yes.
And I would say too, good luck switch is turned on. That's no. That's going to be a bigger yes. And bad luck switch is turned off. And that's going to be a yes
Oh,
now. I
there it
just
goes. The
changed
bad
it.
luck
Yeah.
switch is turned off, you guys, which is
Yeah.
really
It's
bad luck.
important. Yeah.
Well, when we're talking about those energies, sometimes when we take on other people's gunk and then we don't clear
Hmm.
it, sometimes we can think, things get sticky for us and we think of it as bad luck. But
Very much so. And it doesn't matter if you believe in good luck or bad luck. You still want to mess with that.
yeah.
The energy, the frequency, and the vibration around that. We're so nautical. I think of it as really it's barnacles on our vessel or a being, barnacles, mud,
Oh,
seaweed.
yeah,
You've got
yeah.
to get all that off so we can have some straight sailing forward.
Okay. And for people who are still seeking love this year, let's have work on that heart chakra, right?
Yeah, let's just drop that in.
Drop it into
Open
the
up
heart,
all the heart chakras,
heart chakra stuff.
known and unknown, named and unnamed, and let's open all that up for infinite possibility. And there it goes. And you're West Coast and I'm East Coast, so it takes a minute to
I'm in Seattle
make the
now,
jump.
and with all the green trees and everything. And so I know you've got some new audios. What have you got going on, Jimmy?
Yeah, we have this whole month. We've really dedicated the month of March and all St. Patty's Day and all that. We've got a leprechaun money magic piece. It's
Oh
very
my
short. I
gosh.
think it's 7 or 8 minutes. It's $15. And
Yeah.
we're going to dedicate our Zoom. Our Zoom is always the last Thursday of the month. It's 4 p.m. Eastern. And that will also be dedicated to money and really stirring things up for people. So we're really about empowering others and contributing to others and just seeing what we can all get away with together in a good way. You know, my Jewish friend calls it rolling a seven and then betting. So
Okay. Yeah.
that's where you want to be. You know,
That's
you want to
right.
really line things up through energy, frequency, and vibration. And what that does is it will create you to be more in allowance and acceptance of all the good stuff.
And even when things are going, you're going through something challenging, maybe a loved one is sick or whatever it may be, still, I always try to look around and see what we can look at that is beautiful or that is going right, to kind of balance that out. Because it is just life is
Absolutely.
it's like a scale. It's like it's up and down, up
Mhm.
and down. And so like you said, the waves, we got to ride those waves.
Yeah, ride those waves. And I think of it too as tides. So you're going to have low tide, you're going to have high tide, and the one in between is even called dead tide. So
Right.
there
Oh,
are
dead time.
periods in our lives where it just seems like absolutely nothing is happening and we're at a dead stop. But that can shift and change too, and then you catch the next wave coming in and everything comes out different and better.
Yeah.
That's where you need to be getting on to the other side.
And I'm working on an online program for women. It's called the Love Codes, and it's going to kind of recode us for love and clear out some things. And if for women who keep attracting the same kind of guy in a different pair of pants, some of the women I talk to, it's like, oh, I keep attracting these narcissists or guys who won't commit or unavailable. So this is going to clear that. And so it's going to be available probably in a couple months. But if you want to, put your name on the early list, just contact me and let me know that you're interested in it, and I'll let you know as soon as that comes out. And I also have a new reading available. It's on my website, marlamartinson.com, and it's under angel readings, and it's called Cosmic Mediumship, and it's about 45 minutes. It combines psychic, soul to soul with some mediumship in there. Really magical. So you can check that out. And yeah, so get on my newsletter, Jimmy Mack's newsletter. Our websites are flashing up there, and Jimmy's got so much stuff, you know.
We do. We got a lot of stuff. We're
It's
always
just
coming
so
up with
fun.
new stuff.
I
So,
love it. And then I love your little cartoons in your website, your newsletter. Funny.
yeah,
I'm always cracking up, and it's just a really jam-packed newsletter, all for free, you guys. So, all right. Any last words of magic and
you
wisdom?
know, I would say just you want to be more open, receiving, deserving, and worthy of all the best life has to offer. So we're just going to drop that in right now for everybody, and that'll make a difference too. And
I
it's
feel
there
it and
now.
receive it. I
Yep,
feel it and receive it.
absolutely.
All right, you guys, leave us a message, a little note, a little love note, a little comment. Let us know what you're calling in, anything that shifted. Do you feel the Mercury retrograde? What's going on with you with the full moon? We want to hear about it, and we're sending you much love. Bye, everyone.
Bye.